You are live for Biafra Evangelist.
Okay. Yeah. I love that. Invite my people.
Good morning, viewers. This is CNC News reporting live in the street of Lagos concerning what is going on in the trial of Nnamdi Kanu. Here reporting live is Casey. Here with me is the Biafra Evangelist, the only Biafra man that speaks the truth. So, Biafra Evangelist, let me have your reaction concerning what is going on right now, the trial of Nnamdi Kanu in court.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you're watching us from, depending on your time zone and when the video will start to indicate himself before in your camera. My beloved brother, good morning. As I speak to you currently now, the court is open. And they have started, tripping into the court to see what will be the outcome of today's result. Because so far, so good, starting from Tuesday, being the 4th of November, 2025. You will agree with me that Nnamdi Kanu appeared in the court, and there was a question, very, very crucial. When he said he wanted to defend himself, some people say that he's a madman, that he doesn't supposed to be the one to defend himself. He's supposed to have a lawyer, a politics lawyer, a lawyer that have taken an oath in order not to speak the truth. When they reach the assets of speaking the truth, they will jump bail. But this time around, he decided to defend himself, to speak to himself. And he started by asking Mr. George Omotosho James. He asked him, please, how old is Nigeria? Omotosho said, Nigeria is 65 years. He now asked him, if Nigeria is 65 years old, how old is your grandfather? Then Omotosho's grandfather is 98 years. That means Omotosho's grandfather, senior Nigeria with 33 years. Then he now come back to Mr. George. He said, now, since your grandfather, senior Nigeria with 33 years, what was the name of Nigeria before it was called Nigeria? Omotosho enter coma. Omotosho could not be able to defend that statement, that question. We have to suspend the court for that time. We can give extra 2 hours. He said by 2 p.m. they are resuming back. A question, senior man question. It takes intelligence to uphold and to adhere what is in the front. Now I come again on the Wednesday. They appeared in the court. He now said again, Omotosho is threatening him, telling him that he must open a defense, he must defend himself. He now asks a question again. Please, you are telling me to defend, to open a defense whatsoever. Good and fine. I will do that on one condition, and that condition is this. Where is it? I believe that every document, every law have a written document, and it have a constitutional write-up. Now, can you open the Constitution of Nigeria and show me where it is? This thing you are asking me to do. Show me where it is written in the Constitution of Nigeria. Because I want to stand legal, to defend myself legal, and I want to follow the legal suit. So show me where it is in the Constitution. And it was not written in any constitution, neither Awolomo, or what is his name, the legal team of Nigeria. He now said to the man, he turned back to the lawyer, oh yeah, please, can you help him or you prove it to me where it is in the constitution? A constitution that was scrapped, section 36, so section 12 of the law that was scrapped. And did you know why it was scrapped? It was scrapped for a purpose, and that purpose was as a result of Muhammadu Buhari being a terrorist and his gang men, the terrorists that is terrorizing Nigeria even till date. So it was scrapped so that they cannot be charged and tried in Nigerian courts in favor of the North. And they themselves have forgotten that they now tag Nnamdi Kanu a terrorist. That in Nigeria, that terrorism charge case regarding to his case could not be tried again in Nigeria, according to Nigerian constitution, according to Nigerian law. And they are now trying to invoke it on Nnamdi Kanu, which is not done at anywhere.
What do you think that will happen if Nnamdi Kanu failed to open his defense and Justice Omotosho insists that Nnamdi Kanu must open his defense?
Listen to me. Iman chakasira anya. Anya to feno gema de chakasanya. He cannot open. How old is he? He cannot open eye for Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu don't pass the level of somebody like Omotosho. Are you hearing me? Do you hear what I say? To come and do what? Open eyes for him. Let me tell you, and hear this. You see, somebody like James Omotosho now is trying to prove to me and to prove to meaning Nigerians that he is not legally qualified as a judge.
Why do you say so?
Why I say so is this: he is supposed to know that so and so law is no longer in the constitution, and he must not invoke it on anyone since it's not existing in the constitution. He should know that, and he shouldn't have invoked it or forcing somebody to go against that or to follow that process.
So unconfirmed reports also said that Trump have sent some lawmakers from the US in order for them to go and represent Nnamdi Kanu. Since Justice Omotosho was asking an expert, so Trump has offered lawyers from US, which is paid from Trump, to come and defend Nnamdi Kanu. What will you say about that?
Yes, it's a welcome development because everything Nnamdi Kanu have stand right and stand aside to defend the truth, and in order to make Nigeria, the world, to see the kind of constitution, the kind of country we are running as a nation. Do you know how many people that have been jailed? Do you know how many people that have died? Do you know how many people Omotosho have killed unlawfully? If not for the fact that Omotosho, Nnamdi Kanu, know his rights, let's assume it's people like me that I don't know my rights. Like Nnamdi Kanu, Omotosho would have pushed me to carry my 2 legs and 2 hands, enter into a problem. He will now use it to name me. Do you know how many people Omotosho have named like that? If he can see somebody like Nnamdi Kanu and still want to force him to agree on what does not exist, any unwritten law is a law you cannot enforce on anybody. And it can never call as a law or regard as one. You can't force it on anybody. So those international observers which Donald Trump paid and sent is good because they really pick interest on the case of Nnamdi Kanu, and they really want to know the outcome. Because let me tell you, if Omotosho make a mistake by judging Nnamdi Kanu or sentencing Nnamdi Kanu, he's a terrorist. And for him doing that, it means that international justice, because there's a group, not international criminal, they call them international justice, that is lawyers in the world. They have their group. Definitely, Omotosho will have violated the law. And once as a judge, you violate the law, the international bodies, your certificate is at stake. And you as a person may likely, it has happened before, as a judge, you go to jail. You don't know, it's in the law. And it's even in Nigerian constitution. Many of us don't know the law. We don't know. That's why they come out and begin to jump out. Hey, can't know this and that. The young man knows his right. That's why he put it to Omotosho. Let me go. Bring me, let me go. I don't have case to answer. And in the first instance, he tell Omotosho, if you want me to open a defense, definitely I must have witness. Yes, if you want me to open a defense, I must have witness. And he made mention of them. The people that must come and bear witness of the terrorism charge which you are charging me. Is he not the one that they are charging? Then he said you have a witness, call those witnesses, and none of them could come. And this thing shows that Nigeria doesn't have courts. It shows that Nigeria doesn't have law. It shows that Nigeria is a lawless nation, and we don't have a constitution. Because a good citizen of a nation must abide by the law. A good citizen of a nation must not be above the law. If Donald Trump appear in the court, why can't Nigeria Nwike appear in the court? Why can't Tiwa Jamjuma appear in the court? Why can't Opu Sodema appear in the court? Why can't Brutal appear in the court? Why? And the hands that are above the Nigerian law and above the court to bear witness, definitely Kanu have nothing to defend. He has nothing to defend.
So what will happen at the end of the day?
So anything that happens, so far so good, until it happens, because I cannot say this is what Omotosho will. But to me, if you ask me, what Omotosho should do is to do the needful. And what is that needful? Let this man go. He have no case to answer.
Go where?
Go his house. Go home. Let them free him from the dungeon where they dumped him. Moreover, he was kidnapped. Kidnapping is a criminal case. It's an offense.
Bible evangelist, when you refer to Omotosho is not, it's just a judge in this case. It's the federal government that should channel this, whatever you're asking, to not Omotosho. Omotosho only a judge based on the.
Excuse me. I debunk that. Why did I debunk it? Is this: if Omotosho, like I said, is qualified with the office he is representing, he should be able to know the law. He should be able to know the constitution and to understand it, because every constitution of Nigeria is written, and every written document, constitution of Nigeria, have the rules and regulations, the orderliness that will carry out against anyone that go against it or go contrary to it. Are you hearing me? So why is Omotosho now trying to use a law that does not exist to judge Kanu? That's my basis where I stand to say he's not qualified as a judge. Because a judge, to per se, a court to judicial is supposed to have a say of their own. Do you know that they are the voice of the voiceless? That is how they're supposed to be. That is what they should be, and that is what they're supposed to stand for. The voice of the voiceless. In case they build this one that have money, they carry innocent people and want to intimidate them. The court is there to kind of caution those big men that this is what the law says, this is what the law says. Then you free the innocent people. You make people have peace. It's just like Nigerian police. Do you know that currently now, we don't have confidence in Nigerian police? Nigeria doesn't have confidence in their police, which is not supposed to be like that because of their attitude towards the Nigerians. Nigerian court now, judiciary, Nigeria doesn't have faith in them again because of what? The injustice that is going on from the courts.
Okay.
So what I am saying, my humble advice to Omotosho, let him do the needful as a judge. Let him start using the case of Nnamdi Kanu to go political. Let him stop using politics. Let him follow the constitution. Let him follow the law. And let this legal means carry its way. And it will even give him more kudos as a judge. You see the truth. What is Bintanya causing? Other judges, what did they say? The rate at which, the means at which this man was brought into this country was illegal. He have no case to defend. So why are you forcing him to defend the case? On this note, so many judges are free from this matter. But Omotosho, based on what they have promised him, so we are waiting to see what he will do in this case. And let me tell you, if he dead jail as Nnamdi Kanu, certificate and himself will go to jail because that they are a terrorism act. Terrorist detention, terrorism decision. And why I'm saying this again, please, what happened to Tijubelu? Where is Tijubelu? Where is Tijubelu? Mention one mighty Allah that has suffered what Nnamdi Kanu has suffered in the hand of Nigeria, in the hand of DSS, in the hand of Nigerian judiciary. Mention one mighty Allah. These are the people that are killing people with the gun, with everything. You and I are watching it.
So meaning that we are in support of the US legal team sent by Donald Trump, right?
100%. If they don't have base, I have a base. Let them come and camp in my place, and from my place be going to the court. When God is spade, that is why we have constitution. God is spade, that is why we have law. God is spade, that is why we have courts. A situation whereby the truth cannot prevail again, that means we don't have court. Whereby the constitution can no longer be respected or honored. What is the essence of having constitution? And a nation that don't have a constitution is not a nation. Any nation without constitution is not a nation. And it cannot be a nation because you must have a constitution before you be a nation. And constitution whereby you don't obey, that means your law, you are lawless. And any nation that is lawless is vulnerable.
Omotosho gave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that today is the final day for him to defend, open his defense. If he fails to open his defense, likely speculation that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be sentenced to 20 years imprisonment. It's speculation though, nobody really know. But Omotosho say consequences that if he fails to open his defense to them. Do you think that indeed that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fails to open his defense to them, that he might likely be sentenced to 20 years imprisonment?
That is, you are still asking me a repeated question. You say he should open a defense that does not exist.
Today is the final day.
Today is the final day. We are waiting. Let him give his verdict on the law that does not exist. You understand? Yeah. Let him give his verdict on the law that does not exist. That's the thing. If you say he must open what? There is no law that backs it. Are you getting it? So there is no need.
So what will happen today?
What will happen today?
Say, I have no case to answer. But Nigeria federal government say you have case to answer.
You cannot force him to answer a case that you know not.
So what will happen?
Let them free him. Okay, can I ask you a question? Can you mention the very place where they born your father? Excuse me, can you mention the ground, the place where they born your papa? Without being told, can you mention where they bury your own intestine? Your umbilical cord. Can you mention it without you being told? So how can Mazi Nnamdi Kanu defend what he don't know? How can he defend what he's not involved with? You remember international bodies, even Kenya, based on the fact and the rate at which he was brought into this country, have condemned it. Many lawyers in Nigeria, judges in Nigeria have condemned it. So why is this one different? It's just because it's Igbophobia. That's just the fact.
All right, Evangelist Benjamin S.S. Nachi is a very fine place to live in. Thank you for speaking with us.
God bless you.
All right, good morning, viewers. Here with me is Christian Chukwu. Christian Chukwu, good morning. So let me have your stake on this very issue and has to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu versus federal government of Nigeria. Do you think that at the end of the day, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be free or he will be sentenced to 20 years imprisonment as people are speculating?
Please, am I safe here?
You are safe.
I am seeing some people around me now. I hope I'm safe. Because this man, the way this man they look.
You will be safe based on your
this man they look. So I need to secure. I need to secure my security. I don't want any genocide.
You are secured.
No, I'm a Christian. My name is Christian. I don't want Christian genocide here.
You are secured.
Okay. Now the mistake that we did was that they should have not allowed Nnamdi Kanu to be kidnapped in the first place. Okay. That is the ultimate mistake that we made. You don't expect Nigeria as a government to give you justice. Nigeria cannot even give its own people justice. It's in Nnamdi Kanu they give justice. So the greatest mistake, when we made the mistake, is allowing Nnamdi Kanu to just Malami and Buhari lay their hand on Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, bring them come Nigeria. At the end of the day, you will not win the Nigerian people in their own court. You know why? Let them be the judge. Let them be everything. Let them go do everything. So, you know, the reason why I don't want to speak on whether 20 years of... I know that the government will not charge him for 20 years. I know they will not give him death sentence. What they want to do is that maybe they will extend it, or the judge himself will recuse himself from the case. Because if they sentence Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment, you know, say, we fight civil war. You see, we will not solve the matter till now. You can't put another one join the civil war. And you say, they sentence Nnamdi Kanu to death. Okay. Person way no even get mind to get mind that day. So even with the Christian genocide, Trump pressure on Nigeria, they will not want to sentence Nnamdi Kanu in that manner because there's pressure. So if they sentence Nnamdi Kanu, say, okay, Nigerian government, will they say Christian genocide, now they do this one, join now. So the thing that will happen is that today you go see say they will do drama. The judge will vex say, I don't want to do this case anymore, like Binta Yako. Or they will just extend. But if they jail, you don't expect Nnamdi Kanu to get justice in Nigeria. Don't expect Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu. Those that believe that he will come out, you know, release Nnamdi Kanu. You never see him.
Don't you think that political solution might come to play in Nnamdi Kanu case?
You are speaking English. They speak the English for Buhari. Buhari no understand the English. Shey na Tinubu will not understand English. Political solution, if they wanted to reason Nnamdi Kanu, you don't take. If they wanted political solution, it takes the federal government, let them charge them to court. For instance, me I get issue, I carry go court. Federal government, I carry and go court. Make them withdraw the case. Withdraw the case, then go back here and go dialogue. What is hard? If Tinubu withdraw the case today, they will release Nnamdi Kanu. So it is in the hand of the government for that political solution. It's not by speaking big grammar. You know, say Nigerian politicians, there's only big grammar and no action. So all those are grammar. If they wanted a political solution, elders want to be Buhari. Or I say, even Tinubu, Saudi governors, House of Rep, all of them can say, release.
Even
All of them can say release. If they wanted political solution, they would have done it. The mistake we did was that allowing Nnamdi Kanu into the hands of the Fulani.
Okay, let me also have your stake concerning what Donald Trump yesterday again. Donald Trump tweeted again concerning the Nigeria's Christian genocide that is going on in Nigeria, and he said that the American war room should be at alert, that and Nigeria should also be at alert, that American soldier can step in at any time. So what is your step? Will you say that Trump or American soldiers should come into Nigeria and defend the Christian here in Nigeria, or Trump should stay outside? Because there's speculation that America cannot just do anything for you free of charge. That means that they have interest in our national resources. Do you think that Donald Trump is coming to help us free of charge without collecting anything in return?
This year they are eating free of charge. There's nothing in life. There's nothing in life that does not have a cost. There's nothing. If you want to carry something, you exert strength. There's nothing that there's no sacrifice. The mineral resources we will get, it benefits us in the first place. When they say US one country. In fact, most of your oil companies now US they drill them. Your Shell, your all of them. Now foreign companies, your mining or your gold, now them get all these companies they drill them. So they're already there here. They carry them in the first place. It's not like they're coming, they come, they walk on carry another one again. The fact is that extremism everywhere. America is against extremism everywhere. We know. I will not say some other things here. And that one is private, so that but extremism everywhere. If should be Nigerian government say IPOB na terrorists, abi? IPOB, US won't fight terrorism in Nigeria, abi? IPOB say maybe US can't fight terrorism. Nigerian government say no fight terrorism. Who is that the terrorist?
All right, Christian Chukwu, I think it's a very wonderful place to live in. Thank you for speaking with us. All right, good morning. Please, let's have your name, sir.
Good morning. My name is Anse Asa.
Anse, good morning. So let me have your response concerning what we discussed today. The Trump sending some legal team to represent Nnamdi Kanu, because last time when Justice Omotosho joined the case today, he was asking Nnamdi Kanu to seek the advice of an expert in criminal issues. So Trump has offered those experts, those lawyers that are experts in criminal issues, presently now they are in Nigeria, to give a guide to Nnamdi Kanu on what to do in court today. So let me have your response on that.
Let me first of all tell you, I love leaders. Any person that is a leader and a true leader, I keep on saying it. Leaders like Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso, leaders like Donald Trump. When a leader stand up, you will see everywhere will be white. We have been hearing a lot of noise in Nigeria, not only noise. Our people have been dying on daily basis. In Benue, in Plateau, every part of Nigeria, our people are dying every day on daily basis. And we keep on hearing different grammar in radio, television, everywhere. But immediately Trump stepped in and said genocide in Nigeria, I'm going to end it. You see how everywhere is trembling. Nigeria is shaking. Meeting everywhere. A leader has come. If a leader can say a word like this and everywhere is trembling, what does it mean? Does it mean we don't have also Nigeria, we don't have leaders? Is it the meaning? Because our leaders have been fighting more than 10 years today. Genocide is on. Killing is on. Christians are dying, Muslims are dying. You will see terrorists line up, they will line up people and be slaughtering them one after the other. They slaughter this one, and you know that you are the next person in a country. And the video is all over the world. The image is completely tarnished. Everywhere in the world, everywhere you go, they see that you are in Nigeria, everybody will run away from you.
All right, sir. Today, our major focus has to do with Nnamdi Kanu that is in court now.
I'm coming there.
Nnamdi Kanu just arrived court now, as I was asking before. What do you think will happen today? Because today is the final day given by Nnamdi Kanu. Justice Omotosho gave Nnamdi Kanu today as a final day for you to open his defense. And if he fails to open his defense, there will be consequences. And the consequences that nobody knows. But speculation said it could be a 20 years imprisonment or life sentence. So let me have your reaction on that.
Those who are saying 20 years life imprisonment, please don't increase wahala in Nigeria. There's already too much wahala. You will hear there Arewa, you will hear there Oduduwa, you will hear the other side, Biafra. Seek for solution, don't bring more problem. Nnamdi Kanu being in jail will be a very difficult situation. And he has said he doesn't have any case to answer. That's what he said.
Now, if Nnamdi Kanu has no case to answer, but the Nigerian federal government said he has a case to answer. So what do you think will now happen to them? Let's assume Nnamdi Kanu go to court today and said, I have no case to answer. I still stand on my ground that I have no case submission. And Justice Omotosho said, you have a case to answer. If you fail to answer this case, then we'll sentence you to maybe some years imprisonment. So what do you think will happen?
Didn't you hear the judgment rendered by Nigerians when they say Nnamdi Kanu is the charge and acquitted? You heard it. You are aware of it. So if that judgment has already, passed, he can stand and say, I have no other case to answer. Since you have set me free long ago, let me go.
So the question is, if he said he can't just be free, let me go, they still have a case to answer. Let's assume I said you did this, and you said you don't do this. I said if you refuse to accept that you did this, I'm going to tell you. Understand? You refuse to accept that you did this. I have the right to tell you, because I said if you refuse to accept that you did this, because I have evidence that you did this.
Yes, sir. How many justices do we have in Nigeria and in the world? Kenya have judged this matter and set him free. Nigeria have judged it and set him free. That's what I'm saying. When you recall again and tell the same person that you set free that you have a case, and the person have told you, my case is finished, I don't have any other case. Okay, that's why people, this is why people are saying marginalization. And so that's why some are asking, is it because he's an Igbo? Some will tell you, I heard on the radio, Mr. Wole Soyinka, that I respect, said that Nigeria should beg Sunday Igboho. Is Nnamdi Kanu only different? Is it not the same case? But he's free now.
All right.
So I'm surprised.
All right, because of our time, sir, we are still, Nnamdi Kanu still in court now, and the case is still going on now. So we are yet to hear the outcome, but from what we are gathered from our correspondent over there, They said there's the extension in court right now, but nobody knows what's really going to happen at the end of the day. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still stand on his ground that he has no case to answer. But here with me, I will have to excuse Mr. Arinza answer now. So, sir, thank you for speaking with us. Deborah Evangelist, once again, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in court and the case is still going on. There's very great tension in court now, according to our correspondent over there. But let me have your reaction. Do you think at the end of the day, the Biafrans and the supporters of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will have something to share to rejoice on?
Definitely, no. The Biafrans, the IPOB, they are the one that stopped Tinubu from not appearing in USA. According to the tweet of House of Presidency, they're saying that IPOB make Tinubu no go America. They are waiting for him. They want to start from there to display to let them know, say, they get us in the day. Today, they are going to see we IPOB. I'm a mebensi. I'm a mebensi. We are waiting. We are expecting to see the final statement, but Amatosha no go see final, they go see push on.
Let's digress a bit, Brother Evangelist. Yesterday, the legal counsel of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Aloy Ejimako, also sent a 4-page letter to Donald Trump. Nobody knows the content of that letter, but do you think that it's the right thing for Ejimako to have done that and send that letter to Donald Trump?
See, that is number one primary thing before going to court. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wrote as well to Donald Trump himself. He reminded him and he put it in writing. The genocide that took place, Obigbo, committed by Yeson Wike, the FCT Minister of Nigeria, Abuja. A lot of all those genocide, all those atrocities that took place against the Biafrans, against the Igbos, against the IPOB was documented in that letter. So what Ejimako did was the right thing, which I expected him to have done this before now. Okay, take a look at the protest. Didn't you saw what play? The protest, Sowore, yes, Omoyere Sowore organized, the chief organizer, and they went out for protest. That was the right of every citizen, including the lawyers, to protest. I said I was in the station yesterday. You understand? I rehearsed with the police. I was like, you people are kicking against us, fighting us, and you are talking about government is not the, are you people not the one that...
All right, Biafra Evangelist for our correspondent, they say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is right now in the court and there's heavy security present around the court premises. The supporters of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gather for solidarity, awaiting the outcome of today's court judgment. So let's continue from where we stopped. This is what is going on right now in the court now.
Yes, we are talking about life here. We are talking about life here. The information, the news is live, directly from Abuja. So as I speak to you, when I was discussing with the police, you know what he told me? He said that they are fully behind us. They are in support of our protest. But the issue is this, that there are, Nigeria servants. Do you understand? They said that they are in support of what we are doing because they know that we are fighting for them. I spoke with them yesterday regarding to this protest. So let me tell you what is happening today in Abuja in the court right now. As you can see the report, that is security, heavy security. Yes, men are on the ground. Everybody want to hear final what Omotosho want to do because Omotosho certificate is at stake. Yes, his reputation is at stake. Nigerian court constitution is at stake. Nigeria as a nation, their reputation internationally is at stake too. Do you understand? Then Mazi Nnamdi Kanu faith is as well at stake. So everything, every drama whatsoever that will go on today, everything is at stake. So we are waiting to see what Omotosho will finally tender in this case, because the young man in person of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have already said it. I have no case to answer, and you can't force him to answer a question of what he knows not, or let Nigeria, Omotosho, and Amolowo tell him what to answer.
So likely that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be going to two things will likely happen to them.
Of course.
So three things.
Many things.
All right. It's
Many things.
Justice Omotosho will have to excuse himself
From the case.
or sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to prison.
That's the case. Another case. And if he sentence him to prison, it's another case.
So,
and it's another offense against the
because
judge
it's likely
and against the nation.
that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to still stand on his gun and say, he has no case to
He has no case. I've said it before. He has no case to answer. Christian Chukwu have already said it. The mistake of Nigeria is to lay hand on that man. There was a song that Fera sang. He said, trouble they sleep and Yanga go wake up.
All right, let's get a bit from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu issue to Donald Trump. Donald Trump also reconfirmed, retweeted again yesterday that Christian genocide that is going on in Nigeria, that he also alerted the American war room that they should be at alert, that any moment from now, they will American soldiers will step their feet into Nigeria's soil. Are you in support of Donald Trump coming to help Nigerians fighting the insecurity or the terrorists that is after the Christian in Nigeria?
Yes, I'm in support. Let them come and fight. Let them come and defend, because our government has failed. We have a failure government as a failure nation. So the nation that is able should come. I learned that China was even kicking against it. China, you have been in Nigeria, sucking and doing everything in Nigeria. All this killing has been going on. You have never uttered a word, not to talk of taking an action to curb all the atrocities that have been going on in Nigeria. But somebody said they want to come and help to stop and to subdue this nonsense, insecurity in Nigeria. You are ranting. I know that this one that are talking is not saying you or what is called the Chinese president. I believe Abiyokuta Chinese is talking. That is what I believe. Because original China president cannot look at all this and make such.
There's different school of thought, and a lot of them said that Trump, USA cannot just go and assist. They've done it in Afghanistan, Libya, and other countries, and the country are nothing to write home about now. That if US is going to Nigeria, so at the end of the day, Nigeria will be the one that will lose, be at the losing side. Some people also say that Trump's interest is on the national resources of Nigeria, the national mineral in Nigeria.
Now, let me tell you, my beloved brother. Hello, don't go far. I have already grabbed where you are going. My brother, ever since the British have been enjoying 85% of our resources, which development has come enter Nigeria. What have you benefited? All the resources that our God has blessed Nigeria with, which one are you benefiting? So if Donald Trump or America is to come to Nigeria, for me and you to suck our resources, and me and you will benefit, at least in one or two aspects of it. Is it not good? And other nations you made mention of, please, America is not the problem. The invasion of America is not the problem. The problem is as the same as the problem that is facing Nigeria. That Nigerians, those ones in position, doesn't want to do the needful. In Afghanistan, you were talking. Did they go to Afghanistan to fight Afghanistan? No. They went there to pursue the evil leaders that have, caged the country from their natural freedom that God gave to the people of the country. So when they succeeded, when they citizen of Afghanistan, and when they finish it, oh yeah, okay, do this, follow like this, for every citizen of this country, enjoy and benefit from the resources of Chukwuka, bless the nation. And they left. You are crying, America, yeah. Now they left the country. Oh yeah, do it.
All right, another breaking news. Biafra Evangelist from the video sending to us from our correspondents. Still Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in court, smiling, rejoicing, and they smile on his face.
It's a man of confidence.
With everybody there welcoming him.
Of
so
course.
do you think that today going to be a day that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be smiling over?
Today, if Omotosho didn't play smart, today ends Nigeria. Today ends the suffering of the Igbos in the hands of Nigeria. Today ends the intimidation of the Egyptian cabals in Nigeria. Today ends the atrocity against the against the Christians, against the Igbos in Nigeria. The persecution of the genocide that is going against the Christians in Nigeria is today. That is why it's married. It's ending, may likely end today. Except Omotosho want to play political again by extending it because it's good and that. Or maybe finally today Omotosho Chorichi Onwe Awunye n'ime ọkụ. Yes, based on the information. See, do you know why the man, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, is smiling and laughing? Because he knows that Jesus Christ says something. Do you know what Jesus said in the scripture? He said that the prince of this world have nothing against me. The prince of this world have nothing against me. Nigeria is the prince of this world that have nothing against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They have nothing to lay hold to near him. According to Constitution of Nigeria. Are you hearing me? And that justice. So that is why he's smiling. And he knows that he knows better than Omotosho. You get it? He knows better than Omotosho. He knows the law more than Omotosho. That's why the fact that they carry some balu put Omotosho heads. The balu doesn't make difference and it doesn't add wisdom on him. The person you are facing, the person you want to try, the person you want to challenge today, the person of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, is a man that God have already prepared, programmed. Are you hearing me? Programmed and prepared fully with the wisdom to appear, to expose the Nigerian genocide against each citizen. To expose the British. I am even hearing it. I just want to call it a rumor now. That even the British now are washing their hand up, telling Nigeria free that man. Because the man is more than British courts.
All right, Biaba Evangelist, I think at this stage is a wonderful place to leave it. Thank you for speaking with us. Viewers, please like, share, and comment on this very channel, this CNC News. So, Mr. Lawrence, let me also have your view concerning the case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It's not a new case again. You understand what is going on. Right now, as we are speaking, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is in court now. The people outside are waiting the outcome of what will happen to them. You know, today being the last day that Justice Omotosho gave Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to open his own defense. That if he failed to open his defense, that maybe imprisonment or life in prison. So let me have your view on that.
Good morning to having me here this morning, and good morning, KC TV star, number one station that's saying that happening in Nigeria and the street, and this is the station they give raw news what is happening in Nigeria in the diaspora. Thank you and having me. Now, Omotosho. See, what caused First World War is because of one person. Second World War is another one person again. What caused the Biafra War because of what? The maltreatment and the cheating that Igbos or the Biafrans having. Let Ahmed Tulumbu, the sitting president of Nigeria, and the judge of Toshono make another mistake.
It's not President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that actually kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It was
why I mentioned
ex-president Muhammad Buhari, the late Muhammad Buhari, that actually kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya allegedly. So
that is the reason why I mentioned Ahmed Tulumbu. Let me tell you one thing. The Buhari tried every possibility to jail Mazen Nnamdi Kanu or to sentence Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. But what happened? Everything Buhari tried. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu go free. And Buhari cannot jail Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That's why I mentioned Ahmed Tulumbu and Omotosho. And what I want to say that don't, because of selfish interest, to make Yorubas and people the worst enemy in the world. Because what we are watching today, the income Yoruba versus Igbo. That's what this angle I'm looking at it now. As Hausa man can Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the Yoruba man want to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Ah no.
The Yoruba, my brothers, my people, please let everybody to pray that the handwriting we are seeing, let that handwriting not come manifest. Because whatever happened for Nnamdi Kanu today can trigger a lot of things that make Nigeria cannot get themselves. If the language they want to speak, if they try it to speak, we see that the Biafrans will resist for what's going to happen. The best thing that Tomoto showed to give the right choices, release Nnamdi Kanu and give her what he wants, and let Nigeria pay Nnamdi Kanu for all the other damages they have for Nnamdi Kanu, and allow that young man, the leader of indigenous Biafra, the leader of ESL, to go and see his family and his people. That only thing I can say. Now you see that in Abuja now, tension is much in Abuja now. More security in Abuja, including what is happening in Nigeria now because of the killing of the Christians that are happening steady in Nigeria now. You see that in America already full signal for Nigeria, including case of Nnamdi Kanu, to show that Nigeria is already has the blacklist for the world now. With anything slicing mistake and made the Tulumbu and the judge did, maybe can trigger what Nigeria can expect that me and you cannot stand again. Are you getting me? Like what is happening in Gaza. If you told Gaza people this kind of thing will happen for Gaza, we cannot believe it. That killing that happened for Israel will not happen. They will just respect themselves, and let Nigeria learn for the Gaza. Let Nigeria learn for Gaza. You affect everybody. We know that our resources is very bad. The government to have is very bad. But if I allow that thing trigger, you will see that it will be more worse for Nigeria. Guys, let Nigeria motor show do the right thing.
So how will you say a big thank you to Donald Trump for listening to Nnamdi Kanu? But yesterday, Aloy Ejimako sent 4 pages letter to Donald Trump. In response to that, Donald Trump sent some legal team to support Nnamdi Kanu. You can hear that last week before Justice Domoto Show, I joined the case to them. He was asking Nnamdi Kanu that he should make sure he sees an expert on criminal cases. Now, Donald Trump has offered those experts in order for them to back Nnamdi Kanu and give Nnamdi Kanu the necessary support. So what will you say to Donald Trump in regards of what he has done to Nnamdi Kanu and the Southeast people?
This man is not my first time or second time or third time. I already said you several times for different channels. The day Donald Trump win as president, the first day Israel declared Donald Trump as a president. I said that Nnamdi Kanu have 95 over 100 because of that name, Donald Trump. A man that believes in word. A man hates injustice. A man that stands for the Christian. Are you getting me? Donald Trump already watched Nnamdi Kanu's speech several times. And I see that this man is fighting the real fight. A man that cannot collect bribe. A black man for that matter. Come the Igbo man. Okay? Donald Trump support Nnamdi Kanu very, very well. And I see that the people that are coming for because of the killing of the Christian in Nigeria, it triggered because of what? The injustice that happened for Nnamdi Kanu case. America already sent delegates several times for Nigeria, but because of Nnamdi Kanu case. Mention any person in Nigeria here or in Africa that have a call, the America can send delegates to come and know what the judge is doing. And you see that Nnamdi Kanu is not only Donald Trump again. The almost African leaders now is supporting Nnamdi Kanu. African leaders They are supporting Mazen Nnamdi Kanu because they see that this man is a genuine man. Then because of one thing or the other, the selfish interest, the politician of Nigeria or the British, because the resources that happen in Nigeria, yeah, not allow them to come outside and say the truth. Even though the politician, look at Wike say something that he didn't believe the only man you can respect in this world now is only Mazen Nnamdi Kanu because of what? The offer or the lobbying. Nigeria tried to lob Mazen Nnamdi Kanu since many years ago. Nnamdi Kanu rejects everything. That no Nigerian politician or African politician can reject what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu rejects. When Donald Trump watched Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, he said, yes, this is the kind of person I want. And that will trigger Donald Trump to send the military to Nigeria to tell them that the killing the Christian or the citizen of Nigeria is much. For Nigeria to need the war to withdraw. They are thinking. Or the citizens that die in daily basis. Look at only one state. Some people die in only one day, over 200 and something people for one state. Even the countries that are fighting war, the use where they kill over 200 people for one day. Nigeria, are we fighting war? Now the man that come outside and stand to resist the terrorists for this Nigeria. The federal government of Nigeria went to the Kenya and kidnapped them and within because of they are working with British government.
All right.
To show you that Donald Trump was much interested for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And I myself, I support and I'm very happy to have somebody like Donald Trump. I said this because of Donald Trump, Biafra struggle will have more leg or more people who support Biafra struggle.
All right, thank you, Mr. Lawrence. Viewers all over the world, we are come to end this live right now. But as we speak now, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is still in court, and there's still proceeding going on in court right now. As I was the feeding where we're getting from our correspondent said that there's heavy security in the court premises as Mazen Nnamdi Kanu supporters are seen gathering around the court premises. So our viewers all over the world, please kindly subscribe, like, and share. So we'll continue from here, Mr. Lawrence, tomorrow after the outcome of the judgment of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu today in court. Thank you for speaking with us. It's a very wonderful place to end this live with you.
They are even afraid of his shadow.